Conversations with Carrie. It's been several months since the passage of Hurricane Melissa, and Hurricane Melissa left a trail of destruction. We hear a lot of talk about rebuilding, about the 2026 Global Healthcare Conference, bringing international eyes to our shores, and we see grassroots momentum of Buy a Block. But resources and global attention only work if directed to the people who actually live here. That is exactly why my guest is here today. Travis Malcolm, a community voice on the ground, navigating the realities, the setbacks, the hopes, and he's going to communicate this to the rest of us so we can understand. We're going to cut through the bureaucracy and share the unfiltered truth about what families actually need to regain a sense of normalcy and how these major initiatives must work for the community. Mr. Welcome to Conversations with Carrie. It is such an honor to have you with us today.
Hello, thank you for having me, and hello to all your viewers and those that are watching. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Malcolm. It has been several months since Hurricane Melissa. What do you see as the most pressing everyday challenges that families are facing right now?
Right. Thank you for that question, Kerry. And first, I want to say the Lord has been good to His people. So first, I want to thank Him for giving us the opportunity to breathe, so that we can have access or the opportunity right now to even have this conversation.
Awesome.
Now, persons really, they are still persons out there who they need basic needs. They need attention, as in financial difficulties they're going through. There are others who have been so resilient enough to put on their roof or to try to put on their roof. Others have got help from Ministry of Labor, but there are a lot of persons still having a lot of leakage within their roofs. Persons still need to really have things on their roof or what they will do. So a lot of persons still are in need. We have persons, a few amount of persons within the area of Silo, Aberdeen, Thornton and its environs. They have to cover their houses with tarpaulins. I'm talking about no zinc.
Yeah.
Understand? So while there are others that really they have roofs on, but still they're suffering from basic needs. While there are others that really, you could say that they have roofs on, they can supply for themselves, but still yet they are suffering financially.
Yeah.
So it's a long road to recovery, and the people need all the help that they could get at this point in time.
Okay, thank you so much. You mentioned, persons still needing assistance with roof, and we understand the widespread damage that was done to homes and to local businesses. So what are some of the resources that the neighborhood needs most urgently?
All right. So some of the resources that the persons in the communities really in need of, and I would say, right, building materials. And building materials, I will break it down to things and plyboards and 2x4s, etc. So those are the main resources they are in need of. Right, so I would say basic supplies. But guess what? We're moving away from what we call things, and a lot of persons now, they are putting themselves in the position for them to get blocks and to block around, to move away from the whole, yes, there are others, a lot of wall houses here, but we have a few persons that always use plyboards and there's some board houses. Now persons want blocks, persons are in need of blocks. They need to block around their house, and then by doing that now, we see how best they can use the zinc roofs, or with the immediate help of agencies, then we see how much we can help them even to deck some of their houses houses. And one thing with our community is that we come together as one. Each one can reach one as we build together and as we recover stronger. So yes, building blocks needed also, as also building materials such as zincs, lumber, plywood, etc.
Yes, okay, thank you so much. Okay, so the hurricane affected persons' ability to work and to provide basic living expenses. What is the environment like as it relates to jobs or the ability to financially manage?
Right. One of the major source of jobs that pulled away from us over the years is the Appleton Estate. Now, it used to be as a breadwinner for many, not only farmers, but also persons who needed a job. So because it is close by, persons would see jobs there, but really they have gone away from that. Young people need jobs, understand me? We need persons in the middle age, they need jobs. And when I say need jobs, I'm talking about needed jobs. So with that we have a member of parliament which is new, and she's doing a wonderful job thus far. But also we need to know that guess what, we can get other help on board so that these persons can be given a job and also so that they can obtain an income and go home to their families. Because remember, a hurricane like this or of this magnitude, it will take not only months to recover, it will take years to recover. And so we have persons that while is it that you have to provide food on the table, you have to provide for these children to go to school. It is a hard road. But I believe that we have persons who are strong-minded, they are resilient, but even saying that, the help is needed. So we are crying out for the people in these communities.
All right, thank you so much. So, you spoke about, what some persons lived in board houses and moving away from board houses, getting into block homes.
Yeah.
So, and you also mentioned about persons putting on zincs back on their roof, but that it is leaking now.
Yeah.
So, moving past the rubble and the temporary fixes, what would a return to normal look like?
A return to normalcy. Really, what? And first and foremost, I must say we are far away from that. We have persons in our area that their house was totally destroyed. I witnessed it. I put out footages out there that broadcast on TVJ. Houses were crumbled in our area, and some persons who are watching, we need the help. Houses were crumbled. We have persons here living under tents. Yes, we have persons here in these communities, few, I must say, living under tents. So the help is needed. And so return to normalcy would look like, psychologically, I know that it's not there. I would invite persons in the end of my voice, just come and see for yourselves. Come and see for yourself, because when you come and witness what is going on the ground, then you will know what I'm talking about. Understand me? We are far away in terms of returning to that stage, but I believe that we will get there at some point. But help is needed, and people are in need of help. As I said, basic needs as in food, but more so building materials, blocks. For those who want to block around the housing, persons are crying for that, blocks, building materials, zincs, plyboards, 2x4, logs, the help is needed, and persons are crying for help.
Right. So, the 2026 Global Healthcare Conference will be bringing international leaders and experts. What do you want to place in front of them specifically? What would you want them to know about the community and where we want the community to go and how it is that they can help?
Alright, first and foremost, I must say the Silo community and persons that lives here, they're strong, they're brave, and they're resilient. And when I use the word strong and brave and resilient, the following evening of Hurricane Melissa, the roads were clear of all garbages and blockages, light posts and trees. Persons, young men, policemen drove around and cleared these roads. So I must say we're citizens that always fight for each other and have each other's backs. However, I want to that when you will come, it's a people that really they're warming, they're loving, and what I want to see is that when you come, don't just come to be of help in terms of kindness. We want all the help we can, but we want there are persons out there need psychological help. Persons still have traumas of Hurricane Melissa. The breeze was blowing last week. There was a freak storm in Silo, a small freak storm. Persons still have traumas. So there are persons also that they are in need of basic needs, bathing supplies, but there are persons in need of psychological help. So when you come, be of help to others psychologically, be of help to others in terms of income, be of help to others in terms of providing for them more so, as I said, food supplies, basic needs, but also building supplies in blocks and things and tools for his logs and ply, all the help, all those help will be required. Again, we are a people that we know that really have suffered a lot of damages, roofs, crops, but hitherto had the Lord had brought us through. And because of His grace and His tender mercies, there's nothing else. But again, God help those who help themselves, and we're crying out for help. And I, who is a voice of the people, I'm representing them, placing myself in the position, asking, please, to come on board and help these citizens at this time.
Thank you, Mr. Malcolm. I have nothing else that I can actually ask other than to encourage all the initiatives that go towards supporting the Silo rebuilding. We have the conference, so proceeds from the tickets goes towards the Silo Rebuilding Fund, and the Buy a Block campaign goes towards purchasing blocks to help persons who have lost their home.
And just to finish, and just to finish an important point, because education is very important, and it's a tool to drive us forward with the future that we want to see. So there are about 4 schools in our area that in need of help. And I'm asking please that when you come, the child agencies on board also, that persons will be coming so that these schools can get the benefit or get the help that they need. Understand, we have schools in need of help. Silo Basic School, we have Taunton Primary, right? We have the Windsor Basic School, we have and we have more, about 4 to 5 schools. They are in need of help. Understand me? And I'm asking, we have the safety is in the hands of policemen and women, right? And also the Silo police station had been damaged significantly. It's been bad. Yes, work has been started, but any more help that they can get, really, we would appreciate it. So I'm just putting that out there also.
May I ask, I know the government has issued some funding. Can you share with us, if you have any knowledge of it, like the scope and just the level of help that may be available?
So Ministry of Labour have a lot of other stuff that they're going around with to help citizens. And I must say, really, thanks to them, persons have gotten helped. Persons have gotten the help that they really need in terms of the 37,000 before Christmas. That was for food supply. Very good. Because really, that helped a lot. Also, few persons got really building supplies as it relates to that also. And we have the $20,000 also grant. But I believe that persons do not want just something that they will have to spend for 2 weeks. I believe that the right way to go actually is for we to focus more on building materials mostly, and then we move along to basic supplies. All of them are very much important, and also jobs, because when you give a man a fish, it's something to give a man a fish, which is good, but when you teach someone how to fish for themselves, it is even more better. And so we are at a point right now that jobs are very, very important, and even more important after a hurricane of this magnitude. So I'm asking, please, really, wherever persons are coming from, so that we can get these persons in jobs, young people, middle-aged persons, get them in jobs at this time, and also for us really to get back on, for persons to get back on their feet, as it relates to recovering stronger. And we know that we are a people that will recover stronger.
Thank you so much. It's important that you mention a few things about the people in the community. Number one, they're strong, they're brave, they're resilient, and also they want to get back to work. The industries were completely destroyed. So Appleton is a lot of persons lost their job because Appleton was also impacted, and so persons are not working now. So, and Appleton was the major industry in the area. Then you have the school, and 5 of the schools are in need of help, and so the teachers may be back at work. There's a block factory in the area, but because persons do not have the resources to rebuild, then the block factory is sitting there idle. So with this campaign, we'll get the block industry going, we'll get the contractors and the building and construction persons going, right? And they've done a good job cleaning up, right? Because it started like the immediately afterwards, right? And it continues today. But persons are still without homes. Persons are in unsafe structures, and even some where the structure may be deemed safe, they're having leakage because they're using the old zinc. Now the government has given funds and resources, but it's almost like a starter kit. Like in one interview we did with Ted from Salas, right? Like persons were getting like 5 sheets of zinc. Okay, so that's not enough to cover a half of a roof.
Half of a roof, yeah. So that's where we are.
Okay, and so this is so persons they're getting some resources, but it's not going far. I know some persons had to choose whether or not to collect it because the cost to pick it up.
Yeah, and persons, you would collect some of these supplies that Ministry of Labour have given, they have to also pay a van or truck man to really bring these materials to their homes, which is sometimes burdensome for persons who don't have it, right? They give thanks for the few sheet of zinc and the lots that was offered from the Ministry of Labour. It is something significant, but also they need something more to pull them from the the hardships right now that most of them, not all, but most of them are facing because of Hurricane Melissa.
Right, so it's a dynamic. So you've lost your job, you've lost your home, you've lost your resources, and so to build back, you need income, you need funds, and in the absence of that, life has to go on. So persons need help. So we want to thank you so much, Mr. Malcolm, for speaking with us, and we look forward to being able to assist. We want persons to know and understand that the focus is to build back better. So, right, the next hurricane season is just about
It's right
9
upon
weeks
us,
away. Right, and so it's not just about getting persons into homes, it's about safety as well. All right. So I want to thank you, and for our audience, please check the link and purchase your block, buy a ticket to the conference. We hope you'll come and meet the people and see for yourselves. All right, until next time on Conversations with Kerry, have a lovely day.